shaver review for the Series 3 versus the Series 5. Honest review. The Series 5 is a good shaver except for this part and the cover. That's what I would sum it up this one. Feels good, it's got a good grip. The cover should be replaced with the harder cover of the Series 3. Look at the cover. It's flexible, it's bent, it's flimsy. You get a Series 3 cover, is solid as a rock. Really hard cover. I'd like to see this cover on the Series 5. Alright, but the performance of the motor, the Series 3, okay, there's the sound of the Series 3. Here's the Series 5. Now, what they say about the Series 5 has got a better motor. It will increase in the tougher parts. The motor increases by itself. So, all in all, I think it is a better motor, but not a lot of difference. Alrighty, now I'm going to try and put this cover back on this one. Stupid little flimsy cover they got there. A little, sort of like, it almost like a magnet type cover, but it's plastic, but it's sort of, when you go to put it on, it slips in it connects like a magnet. Turn it over. Now, if you notice the difference straight away, the trimmer part is much bigger on the Series 3 than the Series 5. It's strange, you'd think you'd get the better one on the Series 5. This Series 5 is almost good for nothing. It barely works, it's too fine. The Series 3, although I had this shaver 5 years, it's broken. This part here, it broke. The spring inside broke. Renders it almost unusable. The actual trimmer part here is so much better than the Series 5. What I do use the Series 5 for is when I'm shaving my neck. Sometimes the hair is on a bit of an angle and it leaves a big long hair. That's good for that, to get rid of that one. But again, I mean, you think you're upgrading to a better shaver by going to Series 5 is not necessarily the case. This tidier upper, I call it, is so much better on the Series 3 than the Series 5. Look at the difference. That's the Series 3. And that's the Series 5. Very thin, very tiny, very fine, and it's just not suitable for me. Alrighty. So, would I buy a Series 3 again? Yeah, I would. I know how to use it now. I know to be careful with the head that comes off easy. I know never to tap the top. If you want to tap out the, say you pull the head off, let me pull that off again. So you've taken that off. The best thing to do is actually just blow it out. But when I first got the shaver, I was tapping the top against something to get rid of the hair out. Never do that. You can tap the sides, but never ever touch that foil, because you'll be up for another $30 if you do. Same goes with the Series 5. So let me just clip that back on. Let me put the cover back on. Much better to travel with this one, with better cover. Although after a while the cover does get a little bit loose. Pretty good to start off with for the first year. It really stays on. Again, the Series 5, I just touched it, then it's off. Really, it's a downgrade, right? So how do actually trimmers work? The head is almost identical, not a lot of difference, to be honest. It might be slightly longer, but you don't. So there's the comparison of the Series 3 versus the Series 5. Slightly bigger, longer. It's exactly the same, but it's just slightly longer. Absolutely no difference when you're shaving, so it's not really a feature. Oh, they're both wet and dry, I should mention. This Series 3 340 and this S wet and dry Braun Series 5. So they're both wet and dry. You would not, I think I've tried them in the shower, for instance, once, but as soon as you add soap, water, it doesn't work anymore. It might be good for sensitive skin or something like that, but all that happens is the shaver gets clogged, so it doesn't work anymore. So absolutely no use using it wet anyway, so don't bother. The charging is, you can get a fancy charger for this one, and cleaner, so it attaches inside, and this part here has something to do with the way it clicks in and activates it automatically to clean the head. But don't bother with that. Just blow out the head, wash the shaver, and you're good to go. No need for any of that cleaning business. So that's the box of the Series 5. Skin comfort in tricky areas, minimize pressure and protects your skin. Comfort flex head, forget about it, don't need it, don't want it. 50 minutes shaving time with a lithium ion battery. I think when you get this Series 3 new, it's not much difference. Maybe it's 30 minutes. One thing is good about the Braun, you see that? It is made in Germany. 5 meter waterproof. Auto sensing motor. 1 hour charge, 1 week shave. Well, depends who you are, I suppose. So there you go. Precision head lock. Yeah, except it doesn't lock. That's the problem with it. 100% waterproof. Series 5. Wet and dry. One thing with the Series 5, I did not get a very good, I don't even got a cover, whereas the Series 3 you get a little bit of a pouch, so there's another thing. But look, I just wish that they would get rid of this adjustable head. So let's sum it up. The Series 3 is good. Just be careful of the foil. Good to go, no problem. Don't keep pulling this on and off all the time. Just do it once. After you finish shaving, just do it once, because this eventually will get loose and then it will fall off when you're shaving. So that's what I've learnt from that. Cover is really good. Cover on the Series 5 is really bad. It's almost like they want you to damage it, so you have to buy a new foil. So, the Series 5, good motor, good shave, feels good in the hand. This adjustable head button is in the wrong place. It doesn't work. It moves. It doesn't lock properly. Get rid of it, please. The cover, put it to something like the Series 3 cover, harder. I mean, you can tap that against anything. I wouldn't be confident in touching that top part without wrecking the foil. Series 5 is good. See, there you go. Cover just fell off. Oh my god. What a little bit of a disappointment, to be honest. I still like to shave. When the head moves, I can say, it moves. I'll just put it back to sort of in the middle again. I can sort of put up with it. But I feel like I even thought, look, when I move the head there, does the button go up? And that's why it's moving, so maybe I can jam something in between the button there so it doesn't move. But no, the button's staying where it is and the head's moving. Look, and I don't want to do it too many times and make it even looser, but there's no point having it. If it doesn't work properly, why include it? What I will probably end up doing is, if possible, I will end up putting something around there to stop it moving. Because when you're shaving and it moves, you think, oh, I've broken something. Okay. Let's put the little flimsy cover back on. There you go. So let me give you a bit of a look at that. It's not even on properly. See, it doesn't even actually... Yeah, so that's on. The cover's on there. And you just touch it lightly and the cover is off. It just needs more protection. Unless you want to buy one a month, a shaver a month, because you're breaking the foil all the time, this cover is awesome. It's hard, it's solid, you can put it in your travel bag without a problem. This one I'll wrap up in a t-shirt or something, because I was scared. You get to your location, you're on your holiday, you bring out your shaver to have the night out, and the bloody thing's fallen off and you've damaged the foil. Useless. That's my opinion on the Series 3. Maybe we can turn them over to give you an end view of them. Now the cover's come off this one now. Can't win. Alright, let me turn this over with one hand and see if we can get them in an angle so we can see them on the side. Anyway, you can see there. My summary, the Series 5 is not necessarily a better shaver than the Series 3 for the reasons I've outlined. This has been an honest review by Rob Roscoe. So, if the Series 3 is available and the Series 5 is not, just get the Series 3. If the Series 5 is available and the Series 3 is not, just get the Series 5, no issue. Just absolutely warning you right now, be careful with the foil head. Do not let it touch anything except your skin and the cover, because it will, well, if you think about it, the foil part there, the blades are underneath, okay? So the closest shave you can get is the width, is the thickness of that foil, which is very thin. It's obviously less than a millimeter. I'd say it would probably be 0.1 or 0.2 of a millimeter, probably 0.1 of a millimeter thick, that foil. So that means it's absolutely delicate. If you were to touch that, oh well, there you go. That's probably why I've got the shaver. If let's have a zoom in on that little hole right there. I'll point it to with my finger. Right here, there's a slight hole because I've knocked it against something. And as soon as that happens, you got to use the shaver. You'll get cut by it when you're just shaving, not by the blade, but by the foil part there that's sticking up now, because you put a hole in it, and you end up. I shaved with this last time. I'm thinking, oh, this is a bit rough, this shave. When I looked at my neck after I've had all these red marks up and down because the foil is broken. So absolutely be careful. Do not touch this foil part on any of these Braun series shavers with the foil. I came from one of those shavers that had the 3 round things, and you can touch them all day long. They're quite solid. These are not. Really, really delicate. Be careful, otherwise you'll be spending more money than you need to. So, the problem with this Series 3 is you're shaving outside like I do here sometimes, and the head will just fall off. On a particular angle, it comes off. That's where the Series 5 is different. This head has never come off, so that's a good part of the Series 5. So I don't want to keep going on about the differences, but there you go. So the Series 5 is slightly bigger. Well, it's longer. It feels better in the hand, except for the stupid place they put the button to adjust it. So the natural, even there, they've given you a grip, because there's the natural shaving. Pick up the Series 5, you're gripping it right on the button that's adjusting the head. Oh my God, please, do something about it. Listen to people. This has been a Rob Roscoe review, an honest review, a user review of the Series 3 versus the Series 5 Braun Shavers. Rob Roscoe, catch you next time.